Right, everyone and their nan is making a top 5 woodworking projects that sell video, but none of them have really sold a stick. I have 50 years of it. So let's skip all the fluff and let's get into the top 5 things that actually make you money. I'm going to tell you the truth about 5 projects, what they actually cost you in time and timber, and what you can realistically sell them for, and whether they're worth your Saturday. Some of these might surprise you. Let's start with the one everybody's banging on about, cutting boards. Yes, people buy them, but every man and his dog that brought a bandsaw in the last year is making them. The market is absolutely flooded. Unless you're doing something totally different, engrain, personalisation on the cutting boards, or really expensive timber, you're going to be competing on price with hundreds of other sellers. And that is a race to the bottom. My honest take, don't make cutting boards to sell, just make cutting boards to learn woodwork. Sell something else. Project 2, floating shelves. I've made these myself. You've probably seen the video. Quick to make, and there's a good, decent margin on them. Now, there's a good demand for these as well because every new home needs storage, and nobody wants to see those ugly shelving brackets anymore. Realistically, the sell price, as opposed to what it costs you in materials and time, there's quite a good margin in floating shelves. So this is actually one of the better ones. Project 3, planters. Planter boxes are brilliant because they can be made from really cheap materials like offcuts, old pallets. People will pay more than you think for a nice garden planter, and they don't mind it looking rustic or handmade rather than something off a garden centre shelf. But the downside is they're bulky, so not really ideal for postage. So, in my advice, I would sell them at things like craft fairs, car boots, or markets. Project 4, keep safe jewelry boxes. Now, this one is really underrated. Now, this is one that can really pay off because people will pay really good money for really nicely finished jewelry and keepsake boxes. So, if you're going to do these, you need to take your time, get some good wood, and make a really nice job of them. You can actually charge what a chopping board maker would only dream of. It's going to take you a little bit longer to make these, but the margin is really good on them and they're ideal for sending through the post. But remember, make a nice job of them and take your time. Project 5, custom signs and door numbers. Okay, the last one is custom signs and house door numbers and that sort of thing in timber. Again, cheap to make because you can make them from offcuts and wood you've got lying about in the workshop. And if you personalise them, people will pay really good money for them. It's a really good one, this one, and if a postage, a good margin, and plenty of repeat business. Now, if you're asking me my opinion, which one I'd choose, I'd go for the keep safe and jewelry boxes every time. Now, sales might be a little bit slower than things like chopping boards, but it's where the money is and where you're going to get paid for the time and effort you put into them. And the market is not flooded like chopping boards. So I would go for keep safe and jewelry boxes. Right, that's my honest opinion. Tell me down below, what's your best seller? Have you made items and sold them? If you have, what sells best for you? But I want to hear the real numbers, not the Instagram version. And I'll see you lot on the next one.